Bonjour, bonjour mes amis. I guess not bonjour for you out there. Bonjour if you're in California, where I am. We're from all over the world. It's your old friend Darren Criss here. Just making sure my hair looks okay. It's kind of, it's been, it's the quarantine hair for sure. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Hi everybody. We're up to 1,300 people from all over the world. I know a lot of people follow Balmain. I'm sure you're wondering why on earth am I here. Well, you may know me as internationally recognized supermodel Mr. Balmain. I am the supermodel that invented and started the brand. I design all the clothes. I walk in all the shows. What else can I say? I am single-handedly responsible for all of the good things that Balmain has ever done in the past several decades. No, thank you. No need to applaud or thank you for all the hearts. It's okay. I know my work. Obviously, I'm kidding. I'm just a lowly actor that has had the great pride and privilege of getting to work with Balmain, particularly with my buddy Olivier, on a couple different looks, a couple drips in the past, and it's been a really fun relationship that I've always looked forward to. So I'm just gonna hang here and say hi to everybody. I'm seeing people from all over the world. We got people from South America, we got people from North America, people around Europe, people. It's pretty amazing. I'm seeing a lot of hearts here as well. So I think my buddy Olivier is going to join me if he can. But I'm kind of an idiot with technology, so I can sit here and just hang out. But I am going to invite my friend who's much smarter and much more articulate than me, and much more connected to Balmain than I will ever be, to join me. But as I'm sure you guys have gotten used to, when you watch Instagram lives, there's always the host that is an idiot like me that goes, how do I do the thing? I immediately turn into a grandpa. So that's just kind of what's going to happen. In the meantime, how long have you been acting? Like right now, I've been acting like I've been knowing what I'm doing for the past. It's 12:03, so 3 minutes. Yeah. Hey, Olivier, when you want to join me, I look forward to seeing you. Whenever your name pops up, man, I just gotta press accept. Yeah, what else can I say? I had some. I don't know if you guys know any of the Balmain looks that I've had. I won't flatter myself to think that you know. You could probably look on the Balmain Instagram account and see all the cool things that I've been able to do with them. Hold on. Hold, please. There we go.
Did it. I did it. He's here. I got him. I thought I had to click something else. I'm an idiot. I'm figuring. This is my first
Oh,
Instagram live. Ciao, ciao bello.
ciao, ciao, ciao,
Ciao.
bello.
It takes a second for me to get these things, man. I'm an idiot.
I
All
love
the
you
kids.
because okay, Olivier, I'm acting for like 3 minutes, but
Yeah.
Olivier is not coming. I'm like, I'm here.
I know. I didn't realize I have to click your thing. This is my. You'll be happy to know, and people who follow me in the internet will know that I'm an idiot with social media, and this is actually, I think, the first time I've ever used Instagram Live myself. Like I've never actually started it. Somebody else will do it and hand me a phone. You guys should be proud of me. All right, it's amazing that it's gone this well
I'm proud.
so far.
Okay, can we give a big applause to Darren, please, all together? I want to see a lot of clapping in the hands for Darren that finally
Thank you. I
does
did
a
it.
live.
I'm a real boy. I'm a real person. Comment ça va? Where are you, man?
I'm in Paris.
Wow.
Look,
What's
it's night.
it
It's
like out
night
there?
here.
Let's see it. Wow, it looks like it's in a cage right now.
Is what?
I'm just kidding. It looks like what your ceiling looked like a cage.
Baby,
Like
not okay.
they can't contain your talent. They got to put you in a. There
Look,
it is. Beautiful.
this is our sky. It's
Oh my
nine.
God.
It's 9 p.m.
Isn't it amazing how beautiful the sky is right now in Los
Yeah.
Angeles? The sky is so clear
Is the
because
same in LA?
there's no cars. There's no. Yeah, I'm Southern California. There's no cars driving around. So you look at the skyline and it's beautiful. It's amazing just how beautiful the earth is when we're not fucking it up. It's,
I know, and it's exactly what I was saying because like 2 weeks ago I was trying to say hashtag share the sky with me,
yeah.
and it's crazy because there is one thing that we forget. We all have the same sky
Yeah.
wherever we are. And I think it's so beautiful because I got messages from Mongolia, from Japan, from LA,
Yeah.
from Africa. And this is the thing. I don't know if we can, but I wish we could keep it really pure the way that it is today.
I know.
Because it feels
It's
like there's something changing that we need to keep up with.
Well, one of the nice things, in times of chaos or pandemic, the silver lining is it's the same thing when any global tragedy happens. People look at each other a little differently. Now we have to look at each other through screens, but
Yeah.
I remember when something like 9/11 happened, when you go outside, when you look at people, you go, "Are you okay? Are you all right? You good? You good?" And that's sort of it's unfortunate that we have to have a horrible event have to
Yeah.
happen for us to think that way. And what's so touching about, and this will tie into what we're doing here right now. What ties into now is that when there's chaos going on, everyone's calling old friends and family and FaceTiming more than they ever
It,
have,
it's
and
so true.
checking in, and it's quite beautiful. It reminds me, I'm always filled with people that I love in my life, but getting to connect with everybody, it's not like I couldn't do that before. I could
No,
always
no.
call people and catch up, but now everybody's at home, and it's kind of nice. So I hope all of you out there are also connecting with friends and family. But yeah.
I think yes. I think I have to say I feel the same. I mean, we all know that we are living a disaster, and it's crazy. But I agree with you. Like from this, I think we should learn. Like I'm calling my grandparents every morning to
Yeah,
check
nice.
they are fine. I'm staying closer to my team, to my parents. In a weird way, I'm learning to be more focused on emotions that in a weird way I was trying to avoid at a
Right.
time where you always feel you have time. Let's do it tomorrow. It's like those the resolution that you do at
Yeah,
the
New
end of
Year's.
the
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's okay. We will do in 2020. Oh, it's okay. We will do in 2019.
Now is the time.
Now
It
you
is
feel
the
like
time.
do it now. You know?
Right. So speaking of which, what are you doing now? I feel like a lot of creative people, this is time that is well spent for people that do tend to be able to work at home. For those of you out there that work places where you can't work from home, it's a difficult time. So it's a really great time to be creative. So for you as a creative, what's been sprouting out of your head?
To tell you the truth, Darren, like I'm super sad because 1 year ago we were together for the festival.
Yeah. Oh
You
my
remember?
God. Yes,
I,
that was already a year ago.
it was
Holy
a year
crap.
ago, and I wish we could have done twice. Honestly, like
Yeah.
I was wishing because I mean I think fashion is important when you can connect with talents, with music, with I would say directors from different movies. And I love fashion, but I love more fashion when it's actually connecting with something else than only fashion
Right.
and staying in our own bubble. And that's why I loved what we had last year when you were in Paris at the same time. It was in June, so it was in a
Yeah.
month.
We had a lot
And
of fun.
I was hoping, honestly, I tell you the truth, we booked to make sure we could do again what we had last year, because for me it was such an emotional moment when you went on stage. We had our fashion show. You were like so strong, your voice, your energy, and your passion, and I feel like this is what I'm missing right now,
Yeah.
because you're creating a collection, and I have to say I'm keep creating my collection with all my team, and we are
Right.
super proud because we are working by digital. It's not easy because there
Right.
is no feedings, social distancing. So now I'm in my menswear, which is okay. I can try my jackets and stuff.
On yourself, yeah.
But the woman,
I mean, you could try it on. I don't know if it would fit as well, but like I'm sure you look pretty good
you're
in that stuff,
frozen.
man.
You're frozen. I think it's a sign of God or whatever. You're frozen when you are saying
No.
something. I don't know what you say.
Did I freeze? I don't know. Can you see me at all?
Yeah, you were freeze.
I was saying that it might look pretty good on you. I don't know. You could put on some of the women's wear. Who knows? It could be good. Yeah, the shoulders. I know.
Shoulders, waist. No, I mean, I have to say that it's pretty tough, but it's okay. We are working on it. I mean, it's a tough moment. All my team is on it, so we are like working by Skype. It takes ages to give explanations, sending sketches by Skype, by WhatsApp. I mean, it's tough, but the creative side, we can do it after like the execution, which means like we would have a festival, we would have a concert, we would have
Right.
a performance, we would have a fashion show. This is
Right.
something that we definitely don't know, and this is tough. And again, what you brought last year for me was so much, so incredible emotions. It was something that I can no matter who you are here in the Insta Live, like I cannot explain. And I feel
Thank
I
you, man.
miss that, and we're gonna miss that for sure.
We'll tell you what, next year we'll have to come back twice as strong. That's the kind of goal
Yeah.
when we come back next time. Thank you for saying that. I would love to do it again. You don't want people to get sick of me though. You gotta
No, we are
leave them
never
wanting
sick of
more.
you. Come on.
I was gonna
What
say,
about you?
oh well, for me, I mean, I have to say I'm very fortunate because again, my heart and thoughts go to all the people that are, on the ground, delivery people, obviously medical people. We'll talk about that in just a second. I really, I think about, and this goes to all of you out there, and I can't say this enough, all the parents right now who, I guess summer is starting, but for a lot of parents that have little ones at home that would otherwise be at school, who still have to work at home. So they're on Zoom calls and they're doing this in their office as their kids are coming in. They got to keep them entertained, fed, engaged. They got to keep them behaved while they still have to do their job. I mean, that is a Herculean task for parents with kids from like 5 to 14. That's crazy. And so
Yeah.
my hat goes off to them. Those people are superheroes all over the world. So I don't have kids. I'm it's just me and Mia. It's it's pretty relaxed. So this is the kind of time I don't get because we're similar. We're always all over the place. And
Super
so
fast.
yeah, I will say when where there's free time, then time goes even faster because then I go, oh, I can do this, and this all in one day. So I'm taking time to do stuff I never get to do. I never get to like watch TV or movies.
Okay, this is a question.
Yeah.
Actually, like now that you're saying that, we had so many questions for you.
Oh yeah, hit me.
One was like, what is your home routine now that you're in a confinement and you cannot actually, maybe you can actually do something that you usually don't do?
Well, I'll say so. First, I am still working because I have this Netflix show coming out, and this isn't even just for promotion. Like
Okay.
it comes
Hollywood.
out. It
Hollywood.
comes out exactly. So it comes out on May 1st. So I'm still doing promo. So I'm doing the press junket via digital mediums. So it's still full steam ahead. I like get up, I do the interviews, so that's still happening. I have a show, and we'll talk about all these in a second, but I have a show on Quibi, which is the new phone platform, where it's a short form that I created, and I wrote all the music for that. That's coming out in June. I'm also in the middle of I was doing a play in New York, and we got shut down because Broadway is currently on pause. But I'm still rehearsing that play via FaceTime. So the ball is still rolling, but because I have more free time at home, I'm doing stuff that like I think you know this. I love languages. I love studying languages, and
Yes.
I've been for the past year been teaching myself Japanese, and so
Okay.
for the past month and a half, I've studied really hard. Like I'm teaching myself hiragana, which is one of the 3 alphabets they have. So yeah, 日本語が少しわかります。少し話します。今。
Oh my God.
So
This
just learning Japanese. So things like that. Yeah, Japanese. So things that are really fun like that for me, and also like
I
as
love
a musician.
because when we were in Doha together, you were starting to speak a bit of Japanese as well. I remember.
Yeah. So I've kept going. Yeah. So between that and like as a musician, I get to practice. I don't practice. Like I don't get to sit and play my drums or my piano and try and get better. Like I don't know about you, but if you have a skill, you get better slowly by doing it. But if you really sat and studied, like when the last time you were in school, where you like tried to get better at something,
Yes.
I felt like I plateaued when I was like 20. So now that I'm 33, I'm like going back to my old instruments and just trying to get a little better because I don't have time to do that usually. So I've made, I don't know the expression in French, but to make lemonade out of lemons, like a bad situation that you can make really good. So I've just made a ton of lemonade.
Yeah, it's like, seeing like half full glass instead of half empty.
Yeah, exactly. So what about you? I mean, I feel like I've gone to those are like the fun things. Like I even bought video games. I don't play video games, but I did it just because I was like, well, now's the time. Now's the only time in my life where I'll be able to do something that fun and stupid. So it's been a mix of productivity and fun.
I agree with you. I so agree. I mean, I'm learning so that I usually don't do. Like I take time to read books. I take time to rewatch Game of Thrones when I was like working, like I was watching and falling asleep every time. Actually, I was rewatching. I have to say, I was rewatching Glee. By the way,
nice. I was too. I put it on.
Yeah.
My wife Mia put it on the other day, and I was like, this is so crazy. So you're watching Glee.
But I cannot wait to watch Hollywood, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how it's in America, I tell you, but in France, everybody's talking about Hollywood. And I heard there is a great, great casting, and you're part of it. And it's
Yeah.
about
I look a little different. I look a little more 1940s, a little shaved. But
it's in the 40s. It's in the
yeah,
40s.
it's the 40s. I mean, it's such a glamorous time for fashion. I mean, I think a lot of the people who follow Balmain and you will love just how it looks. It's just it's so dazzling and really just a beautiful time in fashion history. But it's very sexy. It's very dirty. It's very fun. And I think it's only 7 or 8 episodes, so you'll binge it like that. And it's really great for right now because everyone's at home. And you know, I'd like to think that even if this whole thing hadn't happened, people would still enjoy it. But because I think a lot of the stuff that people are watching are things that are an escape, you know, things that are departure. I think this will be really nice for that. But I'm in it. A whole bunch of amazing episodes.
When is gonna be out?
May 1st. And yeah, so I'm in it. I'm an exec producer on it, and there's a whole bunch of amazing people in it. I'd be curious. I'd love to know how international audiences react to it, because you know, it's Hollywood is an international icon, like the world of Hollywood. So I'd wonder how people react to it. But it's a lot of fun, and please check it out when you guys get the chance.
I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be amazing because I saw I saw some things on internet, and I want to share that with you because it's no, but I mean because it's about a dream, a dream of being someone in Hollywood, right? And I heard that there's like,
I mean,
gay, blacks, like old ladies. I mean, it's about like women, people, like men, different that dreams to become someone in the world of Hollywood that is pretty tough in a way. And I think this
well, back
talks
then
to everybody.
We know now that obviously it wasn't like that back then. So it's a bit of a revisionist tale of what if things were a little different. Obviously, if you were in an openly queer relationship, or if you were in an interracial relationship, or, you know, there's a lot of things that, you know, were against the status quo at the time that now we're very different. Or are we? You know, things are the same, but we've come a long way, but there's still, you know, some obstacles. And the show kind of spins history on its head a little bit. So it is kind of like a fantasy fiction where, you know, we do a fact fantasy where we faction, I think is what they call it, faction, where
how they call it?
I'm quoting Ryan Murphy. So you know the word fiction.
Yeah.
So he puts the word fact in fiction. So it's kind of like a fun retelling. It's not like an expose of how it really was. It's a new way of looking at, like, you know, what if those things happen. So hopefully you like it. I mean, everybody looks incredible. It has nothing to, I didn't design it, so I can say that. I watched the whole show. I was like, oh my God.
I mean, there is not much to, I mean, I saw only pictures, few videos, but I mean, I can see the style is pretty iconic.
Yeah.
Because I always been inspired by the 80s, as you know, like Big Shoulders, but I have to say that this kind of glam 40s, I would say golden age from Hollywood.
Golden age, yeah.
Golden age from Hollywood, like, I mean, this is something that when I start to check, I was like, okay, this could be really inspiring as well. So I'm sure it's gonna be really strong. Like, honestly.
You are gonna be so inspired after watching it. Like, even if you don't like the show very much, at least the fashion is gonna knock your socks off. It's
You're
really
fun.
PR.
Even if you don't like the show very much,
I like the show. I'm just saying.
Like
I'm just saying there's something for everybody. Should show. God forbid you don't like it.
Because this guy is so honest. Like, he's the best.
I didn't say anything bad about the show. I'm just saying, God forbid, you know, there's if you don't like that, there's great music. There's good. The performances are great. Like, I think the show is a lot of fun. It's wonderful. So I think you will too.
Where did you shoot it?
Well, Los Angeles and Hollywood. You know,
it was all in Los Angeles.
It was all Los Angeles, yeah, and a lot of the old classic LA places. It'll make you, because I know you go to Los Angeles a lot. It'll make you want to go to a lot of these old Hollywood bars and have like a martini and smoke a cigarette. It's just so classic, you know? Because Paris is full of those. There's so many places in Paris where you go and it's like, you know, it's like 200 years old. It's that old place with the marble, and like it's just a sexy historical part of Parisian culture. LA has that too, except it's all Hollywood, you know? Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun. Are you working on any
Can
like?
you hear me?
Are you? Yes, I can hear you. I was gonna say,
Okay, I thought you were. I thought you cut.
do you have anything that you're working on that you're learning at home? What's your routine? You work out? I know you're a big fitness guy.
I'm learning to cook, which is one of the most difficult things for me. I'm much better at sketching, or at least I'm trying to do good to be good at sketching. But I mean, cooking for me is so tough.
Really?
So I'm learning to cook. I'm learning to work out on my own without my personal trainer, which is something pretty tough, I have to say.
Oh.
I'm learning to actually be alone, and this is something that it's tough because even if I love to be alone, for creation and to be isolated to actually create, when you know that you cannot have the chance to do something else, because now we are forced to be apart.
Right.
So it's different when you decide than when you know that you cannot actually do something else. So
Yeah.
I'm just in my house, and we are working a lot on. I mean, to tell you the truth, like we have a great supply chain with Balmain. So half of the supply chain is doing the clothes, and half of the supply chain is actually creating masks. So we are working with them. I don't know if you know Fondation des Hôpitaux, which is like,
But
you know,
yeah, it's. So I was going to ask you about that. You're talking about working on your collection, all the things that you can work on to be creative and keep people together. We're doing this because I know Balmain is donating a significant amount or raising funds for the hospital. No, no, excuse me, the
yeah,
Fondation Hôpital.
La Fondation.
Yeah, exactly. And tell me about this. This is just is regional to France. Is it so areas outside of Paris? What is it?
Yeah, I mean, Fondation des Hôpitaux, it's an incredible foundation where you help the, let's say, the frontline heroes, which are the people that are actually helping from like les infirmiers, the doctors that are creating people that have the coronavirus. You can help the people that are actually in the hospital. You give them iPad, to connect with the family, because when you have the coronavirus, you cannot have a connection with your family. So you help them to give a connection, a communication, and this is is the most important thing when you're sick, because you cannot connect. So we are helping with that. Some food as well for the people, because I mean, as you might know, there was a lack of food, and at the same time, like we are helping for the machines that are in the hospital, and we are helping for the mask because there is a lack of mask as well. So I think it's a moment where there is a lot of solidarity, where we are all together, and I think, I mean, as you feel in LA, in America, as we feel in France, in Europe, in the world, I mean, being together is what's gonna help to be a new world, to build a new world, and so yeah, Fondation des Hôpitaux is for us a big thing that we wanna focus on right now.
And how can people like donate to them, or where can people go to maybe learn more about them, or how can they donate to help out?
What we can do is that we can share the hashtag, and we can share, there is a little link I will send you by Instagram. They are connected on Instagram. So if you want to post a picture after, like with the Instagram, the emoji that I'm going to send you, they can click on it. And after they go directly to donate to the website. So
Cool.
this is something that we can share. It's just Fondation des Hôpitaux. We already started, like now, I think 2 weeks ago. We get a lot of money to help people. So I think if you want to share with that, that would be
Yeah,
amazing.
I will certainly be happy to. And for anybody out there, obviously not everybody here lives in France or lives in the Parisian Paris area. A lot of people there's a lot of impoverished areas all over the world that don't have access to a lot of the resources that they need in this time. So I would encourage all of you guys, if you're smart enough to know how to use Instagram Live and to comment, you could spend that time also just
Yes.
going online and sort of educating yourself on if there's any organizations or relief efforts that are in your local area that you can help out with just a buck or two. And everyone's strapped for cash because everyone's not working right now. But, I think one of the things that I kind of think about when we're raising money for a lot of things that are local to us as people in entertainment or fashion, I try to encourage other people that that's not just limited to us. It's like you guys can do that too out there. And I would encourage you after watching this to go online and look at, ways you can help in your own community. I can't emphasize that enough. So, because it's not just Paris, and it's not just California. It's all over the world.
It's all the world, and I think this is what I think that's what is the most scary part, is that we all, I mean, people sometimes forget we are all part of the same world. We all share the same sky, we all share the same ocean, we all share the same moon, we all share the same planet. And I think it's just so important that people understand that how we can just connect together and making sure we create this new world. The same way that you say the sky is so blue, let's make sure that tomorrow the sky is going to be so blue as well. I
Yeah,
mean, we are
exactly.
living a moment where we can just be together and helping that.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, again, I would have not preferred this realization to come at the cost of an international pandemic, but because it's here, it's a nice reset button, I think, for a lot of people. So I hope people feel the same way out there. I feel bad because there's always comments, and I don't want people to feel like we don't see them. So
No, of course not.
there's people saying hi from the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Argentina, V Gates, my friends in Germany. I mean, God, it's like all over the world. I mean, we were just talking about the connectivity. You and I get to experience this more often than
What?
a lot of folks. I was saying that, how the world kind of feels connected right now because of
Yeah,
this pandemic. But I also go, when we do these things, you and I are so lucky because I always am reminded how connected we are when I see these comments pop up. And the reason why we're not answering you guys is because they're just happening so fast. You're all so excitable. But man,
exactly. But I mean,
Mexico,
if you want,
like
I
all
mean,
over the world, it's crazy.
there is a question that is super interesting. And because I don't want you guys to feel like you are not part of this conversation, definitely. Because Darren and I, we could keep talking forever.
Yeah, we'll do it. We can do this afterwards too. Yeah, there's so many questions. I saw a question from somebody. I don't know if he or she is even on. They said, "Hi, I'm an actor. I just booked a show. What should I do?" And I would say, come prepared and learn everybody's name. That would be my advice.
Oh, okay, challenge.
Yeah, learn everybody's name when you get there, or do your best. Or if you can't remember everyone's name, I think even saying, "I'm so sorry, I forget your name." Like nobody expects you to remember their name, but if you say that, there's something really nice about like, "Oh wow, you made an effort," which I think is just good. It's good procedure. That's my advice to a new actor. We got people
There's
saying hi
another
from.
question. What
Oh,
is your process of learning a script?
that's a really good question.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh, it depends. My process is the same if it's like a silly comedy to if it's like a really serious, drama. There's no one that's more heavy than the other. It's just like with fashion. It's just like maybe one collection might get more attention than the other, but it doesn't mean you put any less effort into it. You still
yeah,
put your best self into it. I tend to treat words in a script like music. Like I when I'm a musician or a singer, I treat that as an actor, and when I'm an actor, I treat it like I'm a musician, which is to say I pay attention to musicality and cadence and rests and there's a lot of things that I kind of compose as an actor with language that I think has to do with the fact that I'm a musician. So that's kind of my process. I'm also a quick study. I memorize things pretty fast.
you do?
Um, so yeah, I don't I try not to spend too much time on stuff because then I
Okay, this
overthink
is
it.
my question. Sorry, guys, it was not your question, it's mine. Like, is it easier for you to learn when someone tells you the script by voice, or it's better when you read it?
Oh no, I have to read it, but
You have to.
I won't. And this is just so crazy. Everyone's totally different. Like, and there is no required way. Like, everybody has their own thing. As long as you come to work prepared and you're a nice person, like, however you want to get there is fine. But I tend to, people will spend like weeks and weeks on like a script, and I can't do that. I think it would drive me nuts. I kind of really look at it seriously for just like a really concentrated like few hours, and that's it. And then I just do it.
Okay.
I don't allow myself to think about it too hard. I kind of like just doing it on the day, as we say in the industry. Just when you're shooting, you're going. That's it. Because things are different. Because you might have in your head, that you want things
Yeah.
to be this way, X, Y, and Z, and then when you get there, the room is blue, and the actor is super tall, or that now there's a prop that's broken, and so you have to kind of be able to be flexible like real life. So
Yeah.
you that way you can compromise very quickly. um can you do more Instagram lives on your Instagram? I really should.
Yes,
This is a
you
good learning
should.
process. I gotta do Instagram live. I gotta start using TikTok. I gotta get on top of it,
I got
man.
you on TikTok.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just saying that I have to, like, I'm busy right now. I'm trying to learn Japanese, and I'm trying to write some songs. I'm trying to get more stuff
Babe, you're
in
trying
the
to
bank.
change. There's only
I
one thing
know.
that you should do is being with us.
Yes, thank you.
You're gonna be
Thank you.
with us for 1st of May for Hollywood, right?
Yes, yes.
You are tonight with us because everybody is requesting a song from you, by the way.
Oh, how strange.
Oh, God.
I was thinking about, because we've had so many sing-alongs, and we always do the same damn song. We always do "Oh Champs-Élysées," and I was like, there are other French songs, and I was thinking of like, what are the dumb French songs people forget, like that's a French song. Can is
True.
very French. There's what is it? Frère Jacques. Frère Jacques.
Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, Frère
We
Jacques.
and
Yes.
in America, everyone says Frère Jacques. They say it with bad American accents. I could do like a
Really?
sexy version of Frère Jacques. How would that sound? I'll make it different. So. Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques. Dormez-vous. What is it? Dormez-vous.
Yes.
What's the next line? The last line?
Donnez les matines.
Sonne la mattina. Ding dong, ding, ding dong, ding.
Wow.
Frère Jacques.
I mean, I have to say, Frère Jacques. I mean, he's the hardest version I ever heard, Frère Jacques.
We'll do it at the fashion show next year. We'll do like a crazy
because
sexy.
I think you make you make sure that everybody loves Frère Jacques with this.
What else do I got? Non, regarde rien. Non, je ne regarde rien. Non, 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 non. I can't do Edith Piaf very well. I'll do a song that is a song that I wrote many years ago, and it's en anglais. Je suis désolé. It's a song that I wrote that has since become. I've played it in many events. I played it at the second inauguration of President Barack Obama. I've played it in a lot of places where it's kind of become an anthemic thing of reminding each other that we are in all things together, that we all share the same sky, as you would say. So with your permission, I'll play a song. I don't think you know this song, so it's not a sing-along song, but it's a song called Not Alone. Can I play it?
Yes, please.
Okay. I've been alone, surrounded by darkness, and I've seen how heartless the world can be. And I've seen you crying. You felt like it's hopeless. I'll always do my best to make you see that baby, you're not alone, 'cause you're here with me. And nothing's ever gonna bring us down, 'cause nothing can keep me from loving you. And you know it's true. It don't matter what'll come to be. Our love is all we need to make it through. Now I know it ain't easy, no. But it ain't hard trying, no, no. Every time I see you smiling, and I feel you so close to me, and you tell me that, baby, you're not alone, 'cause you're here with me. And nothing's ever gonna bring us down, 'cause nothing can keep me from loving you. And you know it's true. It don't matter what'll come to be. Our love is all we need to make it through. Oh, we'll make it through. Well, I still have trouble. I'll trip and stumble trying to make sense of things sometimes. I look for reasons, but I don't need them. All I need is to look in your eyes. And I realize, baby, I'm not alone, 'cause you're here with me. And nothing's ever gonna bring us down, 'cause nothing can keep me from loving you. And you know it's true. It don't matter what'll come to be. Our love is all we need to make it through. Oh, 'cause you're here with me. And nothing's ever gonna take us down, 'cause nothing can keep me from loving you. And you know it's true. It don't matter what'll come to be. Our love is all we need to make it through. Yeah. I don't know how the sound was, but that's a nice
You
little
make
song.
me cry.
Well, I hope it's good tears. I like what you said about we all have the same sky. That's what I was thinking about when I was singing. So that's a beautiful sentiment that I love to share with everybody. I think everybody knows that. I think we're lucky that we get to do things like this. You know, if this was 30 years ago, we'd all feel very alone right now. But we're not. And we're with all of you from all over the world here. Don't think we don't see your things. Olivia and I had some things to talk about, but we see all of your hearts and all of your shout outs from all over the world. We see you. We love you. We're so appreciative of you and your support. And we hope you're taking care of yourselves out there and taking care of others and being safe. And I think I speak for Olivier when I say that we can't wait to see you all in person on the streets without masks. And we'll raise a glass to all of you. And we'll see you once everything's back to normal. So, Olivier, mwah. Good to see you, man.
I love you.
Lots of love, man. We'll love you too, man. We'll see you soon.
Love
We'll
you
do this again.
guys.
Bye-bye, guys. Ciao. À bientôt. À la
À
prochaine.
bientôt.